I'm now convinced more than ever that Governor Natembeya is the new kingpin of the Mlembe nation. This is after what has happened the 3 days ago that has just passed. Remember, when the EACC went to nab Governor Natembeya, they faced a lot of resistance from the ground. That tells you that the ground loves Governor Natembeya so much. The focus of this video is on that. I'm going to talk about the kingship of the Western nation. Is Governor Natembeya emerging a new kingpin? Let's first watch the reception that is expected to receive today. As you can see on your screen, this is the reception from the Nzioa region. They are preparing themselves to give a warm reception to Governor Natembeya after being released yesterday. He was freed yesterday on a cash bail of 500,000, and Governor Natembeya is going to address a rally in Nzioa. He's going to speak to his supporters. You can see from the ground, this is the reception. The crowd is warming up to welcome Governor Natembeya after his arrest, or after the arrest that took place 2 days ago. And you can see people are very happy, people are very joyous. You can tell that this guy is the new kingpin in the Western Bloc. Where does this leave Akina Mudavadi and Akina Wetangula? Because they normally say never let a crisis go to West, and Kitale is on fire, guys, and this is the focus of my video. So stay tuned, and if it is your first time on my channel, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Whoever advised the government to go after Governor Natembeya, in my opinion, made a terrible mistake, because the governor is making the crisis to work in his favor. The good governor is using a bad crisis to work in his favor. This is based on the resistance that the EACC official received on the ground. Remember, cars that went to pick up the governor were vandalized, and people demonstrated demanding that their governor should be let alone. That tells you that the governor is really loved in that particular region, and whoever is trying to go after the good governor, in my opinion, he's making a terrible mistake. One, based on what I've seen in the last 3 days, when they tried to arrest Governor Natembeya, I can tell that this guy is guaranteed of re-election, irrespective of the party he's going to stand on. Whether he's going to go as an independent candidate, I'm 100% sure that he's going to be re-elected. Another thing in my observation in this thing is that Governor Natembeya is now emerging the new kingpin of the Mlembe nation, based on the gospel of the Tower movement, a gospel that he initiated to demand or to agitate a development to be taken to the Western region. I can foresee Governor Natembeya overthrowing Akina Mudavadi and Akina who is this other guy, Moses Masika Wetangula. Yes, I can see them being overthrown from the leadership of the Mlembe nation. Governor Natembeya is a very clever chap, so to speak, because he identified a vacuum in the voice of the Mlembe nation, because the two guys that hold senior-most position in the Western Kenya have not been so vocal about the needs of the Western Kenya, and Governor Natembeya identified that particular vacuum and decided to fill in, and Westerners are really loving him because he's voicing their concerns, he's fighting for their good, so to speak. A good example is the Mumias Sugar, the controversial Mumias Sugar taking over, and the good governor was in a motorcade with Akina Wamalwa trying to go and stop that takeover. Remember, Rai is saying that he's going to lease Mumias Sugar for 30 years, and the good governor is against that. and he listened to the ground when the ground advised him that they should not allow the takeover by Arai. He decided to fill that particular vacuum. Then that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the governor identifying a vacuum in the political leadership of the Western Kenya and deciding to fill in it. Whether he's going to try his shot on presidency, I'm not sure, because he's not come out clearly to state if he's going to run for presidency in 2027 general election. But I foresee him trying his best. Perhaps he's going to aim for that. Since he's guaranteed for re-election, I'm sure he's going to try just to have an ambition of presidency. And I don't know whether he can make a good president or not, because when it comes to presidency, you have to agitate for the good of Kenyans and not the good of a certain region. So when I see the politics of Governor Natembeya, I can see politics of Wamnyoro, so to speak, because Wamnyoro has also been just a voice for the mountain, and the good governor here is now emerging as voice of Western region. So this type of politics is a bit archaic, but it is what it is, because I think Kenyans love that. Kenyans are normally riding on the political web or on the tribal card, so to speak, to succeed. And let's face it, guys, Nyanza has ODM. Western has no official party that they can call their own. There is ANC, there is DAP Kenya, and Ford Kenya, so they are a bit divided. Murima have now emerged with the DCP, the Rigigi's party. Wiper is for the Kamba Nation, and Coast have no official party. So you can tell that politics, it's all about regrouping of tribal and regrouping of different formation or political parties to fight for the top seat, so to speak. So I don't see anything wrong if the good governor decide that he's gonna form his party, marshal the Mlembe Nation inside, use it as a bargaining tool, and perhaps aim at the shot at the top seat in 2027 general election. Let's wait and see what is going to happen, even as it's going to receive a wide reception, as you can see on your screen. Let me leave you with this video of the Mlembe Nation in preparing to receive the good governor in the western part. And if it is your first time on my channel, before you leave, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Adios, ciao ciao.